And the Flames lost again with a lack of scoring punch, and they are in the McKenna sweepstakes. End.
Are we living in a time loop? Maybe. Another game, similar issues for the Calgary Flames as they fall 5-2 to the Chicago Blackhawks. Newly minted Hawks alternate captain Connor Bedard, future Olympian, gets his second hat trick of the season. Best part, final buzzer where everybody grabs a dance partner. It's Afterburner on the Nation Network, a proud presentation of Bet365, where it's never ordinary. Use code NATION as always to get in on the action. And I've got to warn you, it's a PG-13 show tonight. Yep. I'm joined by Mike Scheifele over here. He's been raining hex and frigs all night. And producer Jack, who just learned what the original name of Let's Get It Started was. And now we get to break it all down. Not the Black Eyed Peas, but remember, no matter what the Flames do, if they embrace the tank this season, it will never be worse than what the Black Eyed Peas did for all of us when they did the Super Bowl halftime show that one year. But I digress. Get your thoughts and your questions heard by hitting us with the super chat tonight, supporting Youth Centers of Calgary. YCC gives kids whose lives are subject to chaos and uncertainty a welcoming home-like place with stability, nutritious food, help with homework, and just a lot of fun, simple opportunities that can be life-altering. But Mike, Hawks are hot. Points in 6 straight. Flames now 1-1-1 in their last 3.
There's 5 more months of this, folks. That's all I got.
A quarter of the way there, baby.
It's November 18th. The Flames have played 21 games. Soul of a Dead Machine is in the chat saying, take off your jacket and stay a while. No, I will not.
That's the name of an Arctic Monkeys album, I'm pretty sure.
The Flames, it should be. The Flames are miserable to watch. And as bad as they need to be to secure a number 1 overall pick, these are the kinds of nights that you remember looking back on if and when the Flames ever get good again as being like, boy, remember when they were that bad. And it is awful to watch. Just awful. I mean, tonight was just awful to watch in every sense.
There were fun moments.
I don't agree.
I loved the end.
Don't agree.
I didn't even see who Braden Pahal hauled out of that scrum, but I loved seeing him drag a guy around by his collar. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sure. I don't derive any pleasure from watching this iteration of the Flames at this point. And I'm really, really looking forward to the time that something material changes to the roster to make them more entertaining, or at least to derive some sort of entertainment from them making some sort of move or whatever. But for now, holy smokes, this is awful to watch.
You sound so grizzled, Mike. We're going to have to do one of those comparisons. You know, when you see those pictures of like what presidents looked like at the start of their term and at the end.
Yeah.
Like Abe Lincoln, hairs. We need to do Mike at the beginning of the season and the end of the season.
Yeah. I'm going to send Jack a photo that I want him to put up on the show. And we'll leave it at that for now. Go ahead, Cam.
You know, Jack, surprise us with it when we least expect it. When the energy dips, hit us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get through the recap here. I mean, Kel Surprise, Hawk strike first, 15:05 into the first period. The Flames made a 10 to ever know which way these calls are going to go. It feels like it's always wrong, whatever you guess. That one didn't look like there was a ton of contact, but according to Sportsnet stats, the Flames have now lost 4 straight coaches' challenges dating back to last season.
Yeah, I don't know why they challenged it. They shouldn't have. Maybe they were trying to get down 2-0 early on in the game. But ultimately it was fruitless, as was most of their defensive play throughout the night.
It was, I don't even.
I'm upset.
It just sucks that there were weird ones. When we always say that like the Flames cannot get bounces even when they are generating offensively, they could not get a bounce their way tonight, and Chicago was getting the weirdest bounces.
I mean, the number of guys on this team who finished in the minus category, there's only 2 guys on the team who finished as a plus tonight, and they were Michael Backlund and Ryan Lomberg, as we all expected, as we all predicted. Just the chintziest goals. I mean, just absolute nonsense going in against them. And yeah, no matter how hard they try, the offense is real hard to generate for them right now. And it doesn't really seem to matter what combinations they put together. It's the same guys who are having the same results. Everybody in the middle rotation I mean, Zary and Yegor especially are just having real rough goes. And yeah, that's we ought to just clip that as well as the Pinder message and just keep it on. But hey, they claimed Johnny Beecher today.
I think Connor Zary took a harder beating on the ice today than he has from pundits and
Oh my God,
the folks in the chat. Oh, just every time it looks like he's limping after a hit, he gets cross-checked right in the face.
it just must be miserable to be on this team right now. If I was on this team, I'd be miserable. And it's just a circumstance of where they're at. They are 5-13-3. And there are guys on this team who are scoring on average 1 point every 10 games. And I don't know. And who, I mean, I'll pick on Yegor, Kevin Bieksa quote. On the ice this year, he has been on the ice for 6 expected goals worth of chances. And the Flames have surrendered 15 actual goals based on those chances. An on-ice save percentage approximately of .815. And it's just like, okay, and it just goes up and down the roster. Nazem Kadri finishes tonight a -3. Morgan Frost finishes tonight a -3. If I'm on this team, I'm just saying, what is the solution? How do we get out of this rut? Because right now they're not, the things they're changing are so immaterial. They're letting these lines go for 7-8 minutes at a time. And then they're just changing them to another line combo that hasn't worked. And yeah, I feel demoralized watching them. If I was on the team, I'd just be like, okay, another game. It's a chore. That's how I feel.
I hope there are things that the Flames coaching staff can do behind the scenes to keep people motivated and in it, because even if it does come to a point where the Flames do start moving some pieces, you don't want their season to be done. You don't want them to be checked out of the season.
They have 5 months left. That's the 5 months. 5 months of us doing these shows is a lot. 5 months of them playing these games, and again, they're getting paid a ton of money.
We've been thinking up some fun themes.
Oh my gosh,
shows.
We've got to come up with some strategies to get through it, because they've got to come up with some new strategies, because it's not working, folks. And that's where we're at. 21 games.
Heck yeah, there were some good things. I mean, we're going to get to the bad bounces now. The Flames did have a successful 23-second 5-on-3 kill.
Mm-hmm.
And then the note says, "Nar." Where's our Aussie friend in the chat? That's for you, pal. It was a weird one. There was a huge foot race for Kuznetsov against Bedard. I think Wolf was going for a poke.
That one in the bin. Let's go at it again. It's hard to break it down. It's hard to analyze. There's not a whole lot to say. And I think the Rebuilding blog in the chat really today, even after this game, are the single best team in the entire league at suppressing high danger chances. And it's because they don't go out of their way to get high danger chances. Absolutely nothing happens on the ice when the Flames are playing. And it's the opposite of what we see with teams like the Sharks and teams like Chicago when they have been truly bad, is that everything has been happening in the worst possible way, but also in good ways on the ice. And they've played that way into terrible seasons. And the Flames right now are playing every game like they want it to be a 1-goal game, and they're losing all of them, or almost all of them. And that's truly, in my opinion, what makes them just awful to watch. And so just watch our shows instead. just I'm kidding. But it's been tough. It's really tough.
Well, you're talking about it during the game where, San Jose is a zoo on the ice sometimes, but it is fun.
That was the best game we've seen all year. That was just an absolute treat to watch. It was a total catastrophe, and it was totally worth it. And yeah, tonight's game put me to sleep. I mean, they had 7 shots on goal midway through the second period. I don't understand what the point of this play style is. I don't understand it, and I would love somebody to explain it to me.
The Flames did get a power play goal tonight.
They did.
There is that.
Finally.
Yeah, heck yeah. Andersson sends it to Kadri down low. He kind of doubled.
Previously this season, we've seen Coronato get a lot of shots, and very few of them have been dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Like the 11-shot game.
Oh my God, the 11-shot game. And you're just like, okay, well, Maddie, you're kind of playing like the 2017 Carolina Hurricanes. You're putting up, a ton of shots, and absolutely nothing's dangerous. And now we're seeing him finally get to the net and just get dirty ones. And that's exactly what he needs to do. He's he is, as of right now, the player who I enjoy watching the most on this Flames team.
Still had a team high 3 shots tonight.
Of
No,
course.
it was great.
A team high 3?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Among the forwards, I didn't look at the defenseman.
I think it'll.
Oh, I am so sorry, Mackenzie Weegar. I should have respected your game a little more. He had 4.
Oh, wow. There
Yeah.
you go.
But 6th goal of the season for Matt Coronato. I believe he's one behind Coleman for the team lead now. And in the third, oh, man, if you think he's going to get traded away, soak these in. We might not get too many more. The return of the Rasmus Andersson stare down.
When you draft a guy at 54 overall and he gives you 10 solid years in your organization, and the Flames have obviously reached a point where it's not, going to be a long-term fit. And yeah, you got to enjoy it while you can. He's a solid player, a solid professional. I think he'll be a valuable player for other teams.
Well, yeah. Looked like Flames were building some momentum there. They got the goal late in the second period. They score early in the third, but life comes at you fast, and so does Connor Bedard. Oh my gosh, this was like great shot, great pass. Green sets him up with a.
It's a big thing that teams need to have, is a player like that, a central piece, a foundational piece.
Well, you just talk about moving fast. That's exactly what we saw on the 4th goal. It was ugly, but man, it counts. Kevin Ball tries to put a shot on net. It gets blocked, and all of a sudden you have 3 Blackhawks.
Kevin Ball, just first and foremost. There's 3 Blackhawks between him and the net, and he throws a little weak shots against tonight, and 3 of them go in. And it's like, when you are a player who is struggling, everything will go in. Everything will fight you. And yeah, for Kevin Ball, I mean, it's not a skilled play. It's a play that kills an offensive sequence that the Flames were doing. There were a lot of things tonight where it was just the Flames would get set up and one of them would make a bad play and it would go back the other way. And the Blackhawks would have a long sustained play and they wouldn't have that one bad play that killed it. And it just sort of shows that some teams have the killer instinct. Some teams have the top line players. And when that disparity is as glaring as it is, when there's 2 teams of this caliber that go up against each other, it just becomes so apparent. And that it was very apparent tonight.
Well, to the flip side of what you said, when you're cold, it feels like everything will go wrong.
God.
When you're hot, it feels like everything goes in. And Connor Bedard finishes it off for his 2nd hat trick of the year. I believe his 2nd NHL hat trick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was a 190-foot shot from Connor Bedard, a guy who I will admit I was somewhat wrong about. I thought this guy after his 2nd year was not the player who Chicago needed him to be. And this year he's done everything for them. I mean, watching him tonight, he was all over the ice. He played a phenomenal game defensively. He was incredibly creative and generative in the offensive zone. He was just fantastic. And it's the sort of performance, a single player performance that makes you say, when was the last time we saw Flame do that? Anything close to that? And it's been a while. It's been 4 years. And it makes you wonder, when is it going to turn around? And when are the moves that need to happen to make it turn around going to happen? And it just puts it on stark display. And I really enjoyed watching Bedard tonight. I thought he was terrific. I love watching players like that. I think he should go to the Olympics. I think he deserves to be with the way that he's playing. I mean, Kangant 3M in the chat saying Bedard is overhyped. No, he's not. Not with the way that he played tonight. How can you watch the game that he played tonight and say he's overhyped? Come on now. I get it after the 2nd season, but something has clicked with that player where he's making incredible passes. He's making incredible shots. The way that he changes the direction of the shot off his stick is just amazing. And God almighty, the Flames would just kill to have a player like that.
You know, if Bedard was a realtor, he'd be just like Derek Newman.
Is that right?
You like that segue?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Hey, yeah, Jack likes it too.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, we got to shout out our buddy Derek Newman, CIR Realty, buying or selling. Derek will do the work for you. You can email him at dnewman@cirrealty.ca or call 403-619-6661 or visit dereknewmangroup.com. We were hanging out at his place on the weekend.
He's a good man.
A little client appreciation. Actually met a bunch of listeners of the show. Derek found them homes. Met a guy, Michael, shout out Michael from Central Memorial. Turns out we know like a million of the same people, but it was really fun just to cut it up with all of Derek's friends. His house is also incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're buying and selling them, you got to have a good one, right?
He had a margarita bar in the living room.
Holy smokes.
Worth it just for that. Worth
Well,
it just for that.
Speaking of sales, I mean, there's a buddy of mine, Tobin Larson, who's in the chat here tonight, and he just said something that reminded me of something. You know, having done a sales job myself, I once had a colleague who, after every deal that one of us would close, he didn't close many, but after every deal that one of us would close on the team, he would go up to us and say, "You dog," and to Derek, "You dog," because Derek closes so many deals. He's the biggest dog in town over at CIR Realty.
He's not just dog. He's big dog.
Big dog Derek.
Big dog.
Hello.
Hey, yeah.
That's you, D-Dog.
If you're buying, you're selling Calgary area, like
Get over there.
make him work.
Yeah.
Make him work so he can throw another margarita party.
He'll retrieve the best deals for you. He's golden that way.
Oh,
That wasn't even that good. That wasn't even that good.
we'll take it though.
That
Call Derek at 403-619-6661 and he'll make it easy for you.
That's right.
Let him put that network to work. See, we also got Pike in the chat here.
The Flames, Pike saying the Flames need to go 666 from here on out to hit 94 points. What about 667, Pike? I think that's how the rounding works. Let's go 667.
Don't.
Huh?
Don't.
6.
No.
6. The number of the beast.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were doing
Oh, you thought I was doing this? There it is. That's me at the start of the season and me now. Thanks, Jack. That's what I sent to him. Thank you. The old Alex Jones Redis.
Why is
The
he
redness.
so red?
He's so red. Before and after, he got redder.
10.
He got redder. That's me. I'm getting redder.
Maybe he's that red because he's being licked by the flames of hell. Just what that man deserves.
Just kills me.
Ugh.
It was one of the supplements that he hawks on his show. And he was like, the change is dramatic. Look at this after just 45 days. And it's just like, yeah.
All I'm taking from this is that you watch InfoWars.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Wow. I mean, I'd rather see Uncle Baby Billy hawking his supplements if we have any Righteous Gemstones watchers out there.
I think it was like some sort of supplement made out of like collagen and like
yeah.
chocolate and like worm extract. So
Ooh.
we're just gonna leave it at that.
Well, let's get another number out here. Pike says the Flames need to go 666 from here on out to hit 94 points. Naturally, the way that they are going to achieve this is with the addition of a hot new waiver pickup.
Yeah.
A hot new single has entered the villa.
You like John Beecher? I don't know.
Hardly know him.
Beecher? There you go. Yeah. Yeah, John Beecher. They claimed him off waivers from the Boston Bruins today. The Flames have done this a couple times under Craig Conroy. They didn't do it last year. They did it twice the year before, though, where they claimed Joel Hanley and Braden Bahal off waivers from the Dallas Stars and Vegas Golden Knights, respectively. And today they've claimed John Beecher, a center, 6'3", wins some faceoffs, 53% in his career. And that's all I got, Cami.
Yeah, 6'3", was a first-round pick back in the day.
He was.
Yeah, he's just over 100 NHL games, 136. He's got 11 goals. He had 1 goal in 6 appearances with the Bruins this season. He's hovered around half a point per game at the AHL level. Obviously not playing tonight, but as reported on the broadcast, Beecher is going directly to Buffalo and could appear for Calgary as soon as Wednesday night. To me, almost the more interesting part of this is that because we need some storylines here, baby, there's going to be some competition when it comes to those depth roles for the Flames. And for Sam Morton, tonight is basically playing with your job on the line in a way. He's got 16 games.
I thought the Flames were very inept for a lot of tonight. I think Morton was engaged in a way that a lot of them weren't. Morton's funny because he played 6 seasons at college because of the whole COVID eligibility thing, and has been just a really solid middle 6 center who has gotten some top line minutes over short periods of time with the Wranglers over the past 2 or 3 seasons. I would rather see him than John Beecher, to be honest. I think he's got a little bit more to his game. Beecher has never been much of a producer at any level. 39 points in 81 career games at Michigan, under a half a point a game in the American League level. Had, I think, 13 points or 11 points with the Bruins last year. I would be more inclined to go with the guy who they've already got. But they might make some changes tomorrow. They might take out one of the guys who was -3 tonight. Yegor probably, even though, again, I don't really think any of those 3 goals were on him. But it's, again, when you are sliding the way that certain guys on this team are sliding, you got to make changes. And yeah, I mean, I don't object to the idea of picking up guys off waivers. I think they're free assets and you can flip them and get something out of it if possible. He's 24 years old. He's a former first-round pick. Thing with Beecher, though, is that he was, for a long time, Boston's top prospect essentially by default. Boston has had a
lean years prospect.
They've almost never made draft picks. So it's definitely an interesting case study of a guy who didn't really have much competition in that system. And now he's coming to a system where he has a lot of competition. So yeah, I am curious. I am as curious as I can be with this current iteration of the Flames.
Yeah, I know. Like Morton was great. He got dinged with a 10 for being part of the festivities at the end there.
Oh, did he?
Whatever. Yeah, with Lafferty. Like he didn't get a monster amount of ice time there, but 5 hits isn't nothing. He was 8 for 9 on faceoffs. Yeah. He did like pretty much what you can do in that role.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what else was funny about tonight is that at the end of the game, the Hawks fans at United Center were chanting USA. Apparently, really?
I thought the fans were really engaged tonight. And I thought that made it kind of fun. I hate Chelsea Dagger though.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I didn't know they clapped during the anthems. That's apparently
I think it's
a thing.
Like just there.
That's a whole thing.
They cheer through the whole thing.
Yeah. Chat's lively tonight. Digging it. Yeah, it's there's lots of talk, man. There's lots of things going on. People are having their say.
I mean, if you have questions for us.
Papa G says, Jack, turn up the heat. Gould looks chilly.
It is cold in here. I was like wearing you remember Snuggies?
Of course.
I wore my big
blanket with sleeves.
Yeah, I wore my giant jacket backwards like a Snuggie for a little bit.
I'm gonna send Jack. Yeah, we're not saying that. I'm gonna send Jack a video that I want him to play.
Oh God.
Let's see if I can find it.
We have this theory that the owner turns down the heat when we leave because it does get cold in here.
Yeah, Jack. I'm sending this to you. We need to play it on the show tonight. It's the only thing that brings me joy anymore. We don't have to play it right away.
Please don't be what I think it is.
No, it's no. It's nothing sordid. It's just something kind of funny. That's all. I think you'll find it funny. He's already laughing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Oh, also, for Jersey people who enjoy that sort of thing, we do know that Beecher will be wearing number 18.
Yeah. This was a topic of contention on the Warmies. Because
with you and you,
with me and Michael, the other Michael. The last Flames player to wear number 18 was AJ Greer, Stanley Cup champion. So
some other fantastic alumni who have worn 18. Matt
Stage,
Matty
franchise.
Joe Nieuwendyk for 1 season.
Yeah, I think everybody in the 80s wore number 18 at some point. I think Al McInnes had like 3 numbers that he wore before he settled on number 2. Steve Bejan holds the Flames record for the most numbers worn during his tenure. He wore 5 different jersey numbers with the Flames. It's true.
Heck yeah.
Including number 25 after he came back. Oh, Jack's in the chat.
Another Nieuwendyk number.
Jack is saying he likes the clip. Jack, do you have it ready?
I'll have it in a sec.
He'll have it ready in a sec. I'm just going to cue this up. For when we play it. Obviously, the Flames are not going to be making the playoffs this year. They're going to be going to Hawaii early. They're going to be going to Hawaii or wherever they're going. And if they go to Hawaii, this is an infomercial for what is called the Hawaii chair. And we're going to play it in a second as soon as it's ready, but it's the Hawaii chair. We'll cue it up that way.
Never mind, I don't have it. I just downloaded something Pinder sent me.
What?
Okay, all right.
Jerk.
We'll get to it in a second.
We'll get
to it in a second. But since we're talking about alumni, it was nice to see everyone's favorite Calgary Flames legend on the broadcast tonight. We've all seen Lanny McDonald make some incredible comebacks on the ice, but his greatest one, as we all know, didn't happen in the arena. It happened when nurses at the Calgary airport jumped into action and saved his life, took him to the Foothills Medical Center, and that was the game changer. Now Lanny's using his second chance to give back, and he's helping the Calgary Health Foundation raise funds to upgrade our city's cardiac catheterization labs. That means faster diagnoses, safer procedures, and more lives saved here at home. You can see Lanny share his story. I get a little teary on the Calgary Health Foundation's website. And until December 31st, your donation will be matched. You can go to givehealth.ca to learn more.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic thing. Lanny's a gem. I can't wait. I hope he drops the puck for the first game at the new rink. I think that'd be super cool.
I love statues. Like
Lanny statue, great idea.
I want a Lanny statue out front. Like it's like going to Centre Bell. There's just
Centre Bell.
Centre Bell. It's just like a magic of being outside an arena like that with that level of history. It just has an aura. And I think part of it is that statues and recognizing all these incredible people that play a huge part in your team's history. And I think we should have that. We should have a Lanny statue. And I think it should specifically be the arm pump after the goal.
Of course.
Specifically the arm pump.
You remember when we were both up in Whitehorse back in September?
Yeah.
The statue of the White Horse outside of the arena, the Takini Arena. That was, I mean, all good arenas should have a statue outside them.
You know what? Back in high school, like my friend, we were trying to set her up with a junior B hockey player from Whitehorse. And we were trying to like make some conversation between them. And we're like, so, Trevor, like Whitehorse, are there actually like white horses there? And now more than 10 years later, they are married with 2 beautiful children. And it turns out Whitehorse does have a white horse.
It's true. Hey, maybe you ever been to Yellowknife? Are there yellow knives up there?
I was supposed to go there this summer.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to
go. For a wedding. It got called off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never invite me to weddings. I think I'm actually like 2 for 4 on them actually happening.
Not good. We got a super chat, Cami.
Yay! Shrimp on the Barbie. Kuzi is here. Parak Hunter coming. D is formulating. It sure is.
Andrei Kuzmenko is back. Poor guy. He's a healthy scratch too. Those LA Kings. They
scared me for a second there. Oh.
Can you imagine? That would be.
Well, we all know Mike is famously an LA Kings fan.
They are unserious. We're gonna talk about the Pacific Division here. We are gonna talk about the Pacific Division for a little bit because what a horrible division. But yeah, I've been a Yan Kuznetsov guy for a long time. He has been very solid for the Calgary Wranglers. The Kuznetsov-Brustevich pairing is legit. They're both players who complement each other very well. And yeah, I mean, the talk as the season started that they were going to look elsewhere for left shot defensemen and look elsewhere for backup goaltenders. They've got these guys. Give him a look. And they've given Yan a look, and I don't think he's going to go anywhere. And it's, I always was of the mind that Yan had a little bit more upside than Ilya Solovyov. I think that still rings a little bit true, even though Solovyov's still in the NHL with the Avs. But you don't need both those guys. Ultimately, going forward as the long-term thing, it never made a whole lot of sense for them to have both. And I think Yan has done a good job of building himself up to the point where he's an NHL fixture at this point. He's not coming out. Yeah.
He's been great. I have no complaints about his game. And as for those coming up, we did have a Battle of Alberta in the AHL tonight. There's actually like 3 minutes left in it right now. But the
Ike Howard has a goal.
Yeah, Bakersfield Condors are up 3-2 on the Wranglers right now. Our pal Martin Ferk.
Marty Ferk,
a goal and an assist. Gridden has an assist on Ferk's 8th of the year. That was the first goal of the game. Isaac Howard answered for the Wranglers like 20 seconds later.
Hobie Bakersfield himself.
William Stromgren out there again on the PP, restores the lead, but then Quinn Hudson and Josh Szymanski have the Condors up right now.
Hey Jack, do we have the Hawaii chair ready?
Yes, tee us up again.
Let's
Okay.
Here's how I want to watch the rest of this season for the Calgary Flames, and then I want to go to Hawaii and get one of these chairs. This is a visual representation of the first 21 games of the Calgary Flames season.
Take the work out of your workout. The Hawaii chair.
You know, Tamara, the Hawaii chair wasn't designed just for home. I mean, after all, for some of us, at least 40 hours of our week is spent sitting behind a desk at the office. So to see what office workers think of the Hawaii chair, we sent Aaron Lee to work.
Hi, I'm Erin Lee with Perfect USA, and today we've brought the Hawaii chair to a very busy work environment.
Oh
Let's
my
get some
God.
first-time reactions.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That feels great on my abs.
I can really feel this working.
Hawaii chair while answering phones, using the
Oh
computer,
my God.
balancing books, or filing paperwork. You can hardly call this work. With the Hawaii chair, it takes the work out of your workday.
If you can sit, you can get fit. The Hawaii chair.
Thanks, Aaron Lee.
That's enough.
You know what? Me flipping Gould, if we get $50 in one go on the super chat, is dead. Now, for
We need
4
one for the
payments
studio.
of $19.99, not for the studio, for you and you alone, because you foisted that upon us, Mike. We are going to find one. We are going to purchase one, and you're going to have to do all of your shows from the Hawaii chair. now.
Fantastic. I can't wait.
He's gonna be shredded. He's gonna be so ready. He's gonna look just like Alex Jones.
It
After a
feels
season
great
in
on
that
my
thing.
abs. That Alex Jones photo, I think that was after 45 days of him using the Hawaii chair, Jack. It's
That's
just
good stuff.
The-
Like, well,
you like that?
yes,
That was barn burner level stuff on
that
this show.
was.
That was like something that Rhett, you should show that to Rhett tomorrow. See what
I
he
don't know if
see what
he'd
he
like
thinks.
That.
Oh, I
Rhett's
think he'd
doing
love it.
some weird shit these days.
Is he?
I think that would confuse him.
Is he on a juice cleanse?
I don't know what he's doing. He has an 8 and like 70 hours.
Oh my God. He's got some
He's
gastro.
fasting, he's swimming, he's hunting.
We've got the warmies that we did before the game. I heard him suggest that we should call it the Warrenies. You know, like Rhett Warrener.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Cami,
I won't support it, and I won't endorse it.
to you? Do we got anything else going on here tonight? Pacific Division. We can talk about that.
Yeah, before we talk about that, I mean, is Rhett starving himself?
I don't know. Let's
He
hear
has
about
been,
let's hear
yes.
more about
Is he
it.
well?
I don't know.
He's dropped a good amount of weight. He's looking good, but he's been fasting. I don't know.
Is there a segue
It
out of
sounds no. I'm concerned. It sounds like pretty much everybody I went to college with,
this? Oh,
self
yeah.
included.
I wasn't sure if that was like some sort of clever segue into the road
No,
ahead or something.
I do have one though. You know where he should break his fast?
Let's hear it.
Unicorn at one of 2 fabulous locations. 4th Avenue, 8th Avenue. Take your pick. On 8th, they got the 3 floors. That's 3 bars.
No Hawaii chair bar stools though.
You know, anything can be if you're determined
Oh
enough.
my God. Let's give him a call.
Yeah, they got it all. Hockey, football, soccer, UFC, and Golden Tee, Buck Hunter. That's the only hunting Rhett's doing. Pinball, darts, and more. They got the game day $7 pints of Molson Canadian. In this economy, you will not be doing better than that. And once
No.
the Flames get off this 5-game road trip they have coming up, have a chance to win some free tickets and just mosey on over to the Saddle Dome. It's a quick walk from 4th, and the train is right there if you're on 8th. So make sure to go check out the Unicorn, daily specials, happy hour, and a brunch on Saturday and Sundays.
They're good folks. They are good folks. They're in a good spot. That location over on 4th, super convenient for myself. It's a great hang. It's convenient. You got other stuff located around it that just makes it a perfect spot. You can spend your whole day there. You know, you go over there across the street, get a Froster, come right back. You're good. You're set for 12 hours. That's what I do at the
Heck
Unicorn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a good one from Soul of a Dead Machine here.
What? Oh.
You have to sing it though.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a Hawaii chair, round, 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 round. That's pretty good. That's the cadence isn't quite perfect, but it's close. It's pretty good.
If you get enough pops in me, I can do a pretty good imitation of that guy's
Yeah,
voice.
yeah. I'm not very good at imitations. Everybody's heard my Arnold. It just sounds like a man from Delaware or something. You are not sending me to the cooler. It's not good. Cami, we got anything else going on?
There's a road ahead.
Is that true?
I've heard.
I hear they take care of those roads ahead up at Platinum Mitsubishi or something of that other. That was a very bad segue. Boy, tonight's just awful.
We're really firing on
we're-
all
we're having-
cylinders, folks.
We're having a great show. Yeah, Flames go up to Platinum Mitsubishi, 2720 Barlow Trail Northeast. They'll get you on track with one of those new Outlander models. 26s are on their way. 2026 Outlanders with a very impressive mild hybridized system. All the gas Outlanders are now going to be what they call mild hybrids, saving you even more on gas and giving you even more horsepower. So head on up there to 2720 Barlow Trail Northeast, and they got lots of inventory available with 0% financing. Also, in the offing if you do so choose to take them up on it. It's a good spot. It's a good spot. And the Flames, well, they're in a good spot, I suppose, heading into this next little swing. They got Buffalo tomorrow.
Yeah, we got that weird slew of back-to-backs with extended time off in between. So yeah, Buffalo tomorrow. Of course, they are fresh off of beating Edmonton 5-1. Rasmus Dahlin is back and ready to go. They have won 2 straight.
The Sabres just smoked the Oilers last night. Like it was
not close.
Well, I sort of mentioned this on the Warmies. I am truly stunned at how bad the Oilers are playing. And glass houses throwing stones, whatever. The Flames are terrible. We get it. But holy smokes, the Oilers are terrible too. And they've got the same number of regulation wins as the Flames do, which is incredible. And the thing that is so different about the Oilers this year is that their underlying numbers are atrocious as well. And, we've seen so many times over the years them fight back from bad starts. This time around, it feels a little bit different. But yeah, they fall to Buffalo last night. Buffalo's not a bad team. I don't think they're as bad as they've been playing. I think they've got room to improve. They've had various guys be injured, out with injuries. I think they'll be getting Josh Norris back soon, which is good for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a big thing with the Sabres this year is just their young guys. They've brought up guys from the American League like Noah Ostlund and Isaac Rosen, and they're getting contributions from a lot of different players. So even when Tage Thompson has a few bad games in a row, they're getting certain amounts of contribution. Now, the Eastern Conference is a bit of a weird animal. The Leafs did win tonight, so they are no longer tied for the Sabres in last in the East. But the Sabres have 18 points. The Tampa Bay Lightning, who are in the last playoff position right now, they've got 22. It's all so close. The Sabres, the Eastern Conference does not have a truly bad team like the Flames. Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness.
That is the biggest super chat I've ever seen.
Same.
Holy smokes.
Scotty
Chap. That could buy you a Hawaii chair. The youth centers of Calgary is going to be stocked up. That's a way to get kids out of a rut.
Are you going to sing this or am I going to sing this?
Or
are we going to sing this?
This is all you.
What's love got to do with it? What's love but a secondhand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broke?
Oh,
girl, find the note.
Oh. That was pretty
Scotty.
good.
That's one of my favorite movies ever.
$3.99.99. That's a lot of nines.
Oh,
holy smokes,
that's
Scotty.
huge. Thank you for supporting Youth Centers of Calgary. That's blowing my mind. I think I just broke out in a cold sweat.
Ominous Flame saying, I think he accidentally added an extra 9. I mean, hey, Scotty, we appreciate you, buddy. That's unbelievable.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
I like to think it was absolutely intentional. That's fantastic.
No, that's incredible.
That's
that
incredible.
Just changed the whole tone of the evening.
Oh, we're riding high here tonight. That is what? Did I say something?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just delighted.
Yeah, I am floored. We thank you, Scotty. That is extremely generous.
First star
of the game, Scotty. Everybody on the Flames except for 2 guys was a minus tonight. You are a plus, a big plus, fella. Come to the unicorn anytime, and next round's on us.
Absolutely.
Holy smokes!
Whoo!
Wow. The Rampant Lion with a very interesting observation. Jack, you want to put that one up? I don't know what you mean by quirky. I think I'm very well adjusted.
You're like a more gregarious Michael Cera.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of syllables. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Platinum Mitsubishi road ahead. We've only really talked about one game before we got a little derailed there. And hey, for good reason.
Right. After the back-to-back against Buffalo, 2 days off, then home Saturday to the Dallas Stars. They lost to the Islanders tonight. Jamie Benn making his season debut. They were on a 5-game win streak entering tonight's games. They're sitting second in the Central. Hey, man, like Dallas is fun to watch. After that, you got the road back-to-back against the bruised and battered Vancouver Canucks. In case you're wondering how things are going over there, I just hit the news tab on Vancouver Canucks today, and it said, here's a list of Canucks players who have more points than JT Miller.
Yep. That sounds like something Canucks fans would be talking about at this point.
Yeah, you gotta. They are really feeling the pendulum swing right now. Quinn Hughes had 4 assists in his return from injury. Canucks scored 6 straight in a massive win over Tampa Bay, only to get stomped by Florida 8-5 the next night.
Well, this segues into a point that I've been wanting to make, is that I don't know if I feel confident about saying at this point that there is one single good team in the Pacific Division. Like, there are teams that are playing good.
Vegas is probably close.
There are teams that are playing well. There are teams that should be good that aren't playing well. But I don't know if I am entirely convinced to say there is one team that is both good and playing well. I don't know. Like Anaheim, I'm still not sure if I buy it. Vegas, they're playing kind of iffy. Edmonton's a train wreck. Calgary's even worse. San Jose is a bit of a mess. LA is fundamentally unserious, and I will never shed them of that label until they beat the Oilers in the playoffs. And then the Canucks are a bit of a miserable team to a certain extent. And I forgot Seattle, which everybody forgets Seattle.
Oh.
Sorry, Seattle. So I don't know. Rebuilding Blog is saying Colorado, learn your geography. They're in the Central. But aside from that, I agree. They're the best team in the league. So.
Well, Vancouver's going to have a lighter week too when the Flames go into that road back-to-back. They only have 2 games in 6 days with 2-day gaps between. And Vancouver is the first of 5 straight on the road, and it does not get easier from there. Next Wednesday in Tampa Bay, follow it up against Florida on Friday the 28th. Brad Marchand casually on an 11-game point streak at a youthful 37 years old.
6-year contract. Hey, why not? If he's still playing that well. I mean, yeah, these are going to be some really interesting teams for the Flames to go up against, test their mettle, as it were. And the other thing is, this is probably the hardest stretch the Flames are going to be going through for a while. Their December schedule is pretty light if you look at it. They go up against a lot of non-playoff teams in December. January is, again, not too tricky when you look at it just from a pure strength of schedule standpoint. And then you get into the Olympic break. So, I think there's a very good chance we see the Flames play around a 500 pace over those 2 months. But again, 500 doesn't matter if you are 10 games below 500. And we're getting close to the Flames being there. Real close.
Yeah, that'll wrap up the road ahead. Let's take a look at what Bet365 has cooking for us tomorrow.
Yeah, Bet365, baby. Flames coming up against, who they playing again, Cami? We host this show. We should probably know, right? They're playing Buffalo. That's right.
The best type of wing.
Allegedly. Yeah, the Flames are not the favorites. Sabres are the heavy favorites tomorrow. They're at minus 170. So the total over under is 6.5. I mean, yeah, tonight it was 7. So Sabres run real hot and cold on this sort of thing. So you never really know which way to go. When it comes to over unders this year, though, you're really never looking at the Flames. You're really not. You can basically pencil them in for 1 goal or 2 goals, maybe 3 on a good night. But yeah, the Sabres do have the weapons to maybe score 4 or 5 or 6 if the planets all align like they did in Hercules 1997. So yeah, I mean, I would assume this is a Devin Cooley start. We'll see, especially after Wolf kind of had a bit of a rough outing tonight. So it could go really either way.
You betcha. I hope it's Devin Cooley. He's played so well this year. He's done his darndest every time he's in the crease. But that's a look at tomorrow, courtesy Bet365. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary. You can download the app and get in on the game using code NATION. That's just about everything for us tonight. We'll give people a couple more minutes to get in any questions or comments that they want us to talk about. In the meantime, remember to mark your calendars for January 23rd to 25th, 2026 for the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament back at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. Amazing getaway. What more can you ask for? 4-on-4 pond hockey on the ODR. You got teams of 4 to 8 players battling it out for the coveted Jasper Cup. And, you're hanging out with the Nation Network crew, pro hockey alumni, and fans from across the country for a pretty killer weekend with the live watch parties. The prizes are pretty unbelievable. And a lot of responsible off-ice fun around Jasper. So make sure you grab your buddies, lace them up, and get ready for a killer weekend. And the spots do fill up fast, and you can register at nationgear.ca and register your team today.
You're going to be up there, Cami?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I wasn't up there last year. I really hope we can make it up. It'd be a lot of fun.
I almost scored my first goal in beer league the other night. So
Did you?
know, confidence is high.
Yeah. It's I haven't played beer league in probably about a year, and like to consider myself a pretty good goal scorer when I'm going up against 35-year-olds. So that's about it. That's about the extent of it.
That's a coup for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. We got a super chat here from the Rampant Lion. Anyone have any idea what we were close to getting from Toronto for Andersson last spring? Imagine having that first rounder right now. Unfortunately, I have little to no insight for
Well,
you on what it would have been.
Neither do I, but I think it is very interesting to keep in mind the level of desperation around the Leafs right now. They won tonight. They beat the Blues. Wouldn't say they beat up the Blues.
Well, Nylander had an own goal and then had a goal of the season candidate for Toronto in the same game.
Exactly. But it kind of goes, it's not uncharted territory for the Leafs. They've done this sort of thing before where they've given up first that have ended up sort of biting them. One of the notable ones is, I believe, the one that they gave up for Tyler Seguin, or sorry. They had one that they gave up for Phil Kessel, turned into Dougie Hamilton. And then they had one that they did where they gave up a first for a guy named Tom Curvers, who is now one of the prospects tournaments around the NHL is now named after him.
Yep.
But they gave up a
I think
first
it's
for
the
Tom
Wilds.
Curvers. That's right. And that first round, I believe, turned into Scott Niedermayer. So the Leafs have done this before. And yeah, the thing is, though, they want to avoid having that first be in the nether region, sort of between 6th and 16th. If they finish bottom 5, which is very unlikely, but if they finish bottom 5, they keep the pick. If they miss the playoffs, they give it up. It's sort of like last year. The Flames, Tree Living loves doing these types of conditions. It's just an absolute joy to watch now, having it not be on the Flames. So the Leafs are going to be desperate to get back into this, because what if they don't? What if they give up that pick? The worse they are, the worse that trade looks. So they might not have traded for Rasmus last year, but this time around, I don't know. They'll be really dedicated towards getting something to turn them around, because right now the Leafs are in a world of pain.
You know what? The super chat, I feel like we've really gained some momentum here. That's probably a positive place to leave it.
Ending
And
on
this,
the Leafs.
just remember, this is no longer Afterburner. This is the legend of Scotty Champ.
Scotty Champ. That's
Scotty
pretty
Champ.
good. That's pretty good.
You know what? Maybe we should just lock this up. After that, Mike, I have a proposal for you.
Let's hear it.
Do we lock in the next Afterburner that we are together? Do we do the flip? Is the flip on the calendar?
Here's the thing. This is my last Afterburner as a 24-year-old. It's my birthday this weekend. And what better birthday present for the people? And what better present for this super chat than to finally make it happen? I think the people need to see it. The only thing that would make it better is that if you flipped me into a Hawaii chair and then it just burst apart in a fiery explosion. That would be the way to do it.
I think we can make a portion of these things happen.
Yeah.
Are we in?
Yeah, get on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got to get our hands in one
Yeah.
of them.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go. Yeah, get ready, people. This is going to make this season go by a little bit quicker.
And one of us is coming out of it with a herniated disc, and it might not be the 25-year-old. All right, let's wrap it up there. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. Barn Burner's back tomorrow.